Got Mr. McCarron. How are you this morning, Mr. McCarron?
Good. How you doing, Judge?
Good. All right, I got lots of people. Oops, get rid of my YouTube channel. All right. Good morning to the jail.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, so I got 2 jail cams up, and I've got William Hollis and Peter.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't hear the second one.
Peter Gilbert and William Hollis. Now I do have 2 devices from the jail open. I don't know if I need both of them, or I was just letting you know.
Okay, yeah, I can put both of them in at once if you'd like.
It doesn't matter. I know we have Mr. Eichler for a hearing at what time is Mr. Eichler? He is,
I think it was 11.
yeah. So it doesn't matter to me. I probably, Rhonda can only talk to 1 at a time. So.
Okay, we'll start with Mr. Hollis then. How about that?
Do you want me to close out the other jail cam?
I can get on there, Your Honor. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Para, can you hear me? Aiden Para?
Yes.
Okay, well, I need to see you. Good morning, Mr. Para. How are you?
Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
Good. All right. So this is a matter of Adriana Garcia versus Aiden Para Jr. And we also have Whitney Losi versus Aiden Para. And Garcia versus Para is file number 13-39652DS. And Losi versus Para is 2008-33253DP. I have Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Para. Miss Underwood, do you need to speak to your client?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, so I am going to assign Mr. Para and Miss Underwood to a breakout room. There you go.
Thank you.
Go ahead and click on join, Mr. Para. Okay. All right, Miss Underwood, I'm going to close the breakout room and bring your client back. All right. All right, so we're back on the record with Mr. Para. Miss Underwood, have you had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Para?
I did, Your Honor. Mr. Para, it's my understanding, Your Honor, will be starting work at Resource Manufacturing, which is a temp agency down there. He's not started, so he doesn't have a check yet. But I would say if the court would set it out, once again, hopefully we can get an income withholding started for Mr. Para, Your Honor.
All right, so Miss Underwood, one of the issues we have is we do not have a valid address for him. It looks like front of the court sent some money orders to him. They were sent him back out, but is he still on Middlesex Drive? Mr. Para, do you still live on Middlesex Drive?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, did you receive those money orders?
I still have not received no money orders, ma'am, but I'm not worried about it no more. I don't know what's really going on with them or anything. I guess if you guys want to keep them, it's for child support anyway, so you guys can keep them.
We can't, we sent them back to you. And that's money, so.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I've been missing them since March, but I'm not gonna argue about them, ma'am. I don't know where they're at or nothing. So if you guys want them, just keep them. I don't know what to do about them, but.
Well, I just
as
told
soon as
you,
I
we
get paid,
mailed
I'll
them
start paying
back, Mr. Para. So I just told you, and Mr. McCarron, the reason they were returned was.
They were filled out incorrect, couldn't be applied at all. They were returned in the mail, I'm sorry, they were returned in the mail over a month ago to Middlesex Drive. And then they were not returned by the post office.
Okay, so Mr. Para, they weren't filled out correctly, so we couldn't accept them. So we mailed them back out, they got sent back. The last time we mailed them out to was June 4th. Those are money, so you should worry about them because they're money. So you should have got an envelope from front of the court, our front of the court, that would have had those in them. And then you would have to take them back to the bank and take care of it. So Miss Adams, could I get a date out about a month?
Okay, Monday morning?
Yes, at 8 o'clock, Monday morning at 8 o'clock would work.
August 9th?
All right, so Mr. Para, I'm going to set this to August 9th at 8 a.m. in the morning, and that'll be via Zoom. Mr. Para, you need to call in August 9 at 8 a.m. Did you write it down?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now you can do that. If you're at work, you can take a break and do it from your car, whatever it might be, because it's Zoom. So we'll see you back here on August 9th at 8 a.m. via Zoom. Mr. Para, our friend of the court will try to do an income withholding. Until that starts coming out of your check, though, you better make payments online, okay?
Correct, ma'am.
Okay. All right, we'll see you back on that day. Thank you, Mr. McCarron.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Para. All right, Miss Underwood. Could I ask who I have with me from the jail, please?
William Hollis.
Okay, thank you. Let me pull your file. All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus William Hollis, file number 21-20246FH. This is a, let me see here.
I believe it's a contempt matter, Your Honor.
I know, yep, I'm looking for something else though. Hold on one second. Okay, so as Ms. Underwood said, this is a contempt of court hearing. Let me look here. Okay, on June 24th of 2021, JSG Monitoring received a strap tamper alert the previous day. Dispatch was contacted, went to the residence of Mr. Hollis. They found the device had been cut off and left outside of the home, and Mr. Hollis was no longer being monitored in violation of his bond conditions. Is that paperwork you have, Miss Underwood?
That I do have that paperwork, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. Hollis, do you understand the maximum penalty for contempt of court is up to 93 days in jail or up to $7,500 in fines? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, you do have a right to have an attorney at this and all subsequent hearings. If you can't afford to hire one, we can appoint you one at public expense. It looks like you have a public defender on your underlying file. Do you wish to have an attorney to represent you on the contempt of court?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Underwood, I am going to appoint you to represent Mr. Hollis, and I am going to assign you to a breakout room. Do you need a breakout room, Ms. Underwood?
Yes, I do. Briefly,
All right.
obviously, I talked to Mr. Hollis this morning.
Okay, so Mr. Hollis, you're going to get an invitation to join a breakout room. Go ahead.
Wait a minute.
Mr. Hollis, do you see where? Hold on. Mr. Hollis, do you see where it's asking you to join?
Oh, I can't see it.
Judge, I'm going to run the restroom real quick.
Okay.
I'm back, Judge.
Hey, Ms. Underwood.
Mr. Hollis, the judge is taking a brief break. So she'll be back in a minute.
Do
But
I-
we are live in the courtroom, so I don't want you to say anything.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Miss Underwood, I apologize, and I apologize, sir. All right, we're back on the record in Hollis. Now, Miss Underwood, Mr. Hollis was previously arraigned on a bench warrant for testing positive, and I believe a trial is scheduled on June 27th at 1:30.
That's correct, Your Honor. So we'll,
July 27th.
yeah,
July
So-
20th.
yes. So what we
Okay.
would be asking is the court to enter a not guilty plea on this contempt, Your Honor, and simply set it over to go with the hearing on the 27th.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Hollis, I will enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf, and I will set this over to July 27th at 1:30 for hearing, along with your other matter in front of Judge Olsaber. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Great, thank you both. We'll see you back on July 27th. You're all set, Mr. Hollis. You can go back, sir. You can go on back. Thank you.
Wow.
All right, and then Miss Underwood, I have PPO.
I'm sorry, what name did you say, Your Honor?
About William Teal or Wiley Teal for a violation of a PPO. All right, sir, can I have your name, please?
Peter Gilbert?
Peter Gilbert?
Yes.
Well, Mr. Gilbert,
Anything on that one, Your Honor?
well, Miss Adams,
Yes.
Peter Gilbert.
I'm supposed to be in front of All Saver for a probation violation.
Yep, he's not here today. So, Miss Adams, I have, all right, hold on 1 minute.
You're my lawyer, Miss Underwood?
I believe so, Mr. Gilbert.
I know.
Good morning.
Hold on, Mr. Gilbert. So, we're here on, a bench warrant for a violation of probation for Judge Olsaver. But, I'm waiting for the paperwork. Miss Underwood, you don't have the paperwork yet, do you?
I don't have any paperwork yet, Your Honor.
Okay, so,
See Mr. Gilbert's name on the jail sheet, so I anticipated some.
yeah, so Mr. Gilbert, give us just a moment, all right?
Okay.
What was your dad's first name? Gene. Gene Spielman.
All right, Miss Underwood, all kinds of stuff going on here this morning. All right, so Miss Underwood, did Becky email to you the request and warrant for probation violations?
I don't have it yet, Your Honor.
All right. And
I'm sure it's coming.
Miss Adams, Mr. Gilbert needs a copy of that too. And it's Mike Stevenson.
Okay.
Let me text Mike Stevenson. He's usually in the office. Hold on a minute.
Stevenson.
Hi, Mr. Stevenson. This is Judge Anzalone with Mr. Gilbert on Zoom if you want to log in.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye.
Did you get it, Ms. Underwood?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Gilbert, we are here today on, or Sue, are you with me?
Yes.
All right, two files in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Peter Gordon Gilbert, file number 19-19247FH and 19-19246FH. This is the date time set for a violation of probation request and warrant. Mr. Stevenson is going to log in here in a moment. All right. So, Mr. Gilbert, it is alleged that you have violated the terms of your probation and that you failed. All right. So it looks like there is, okay, you failed to appear at a violation of probation hearing on September 1 of 2020 at 3:30 p.m.
Yes, ma'am, I was incarcerated.
Hold on. And then the second one is the same thing. So, Miss Underwood, Mr. Gilbert, are you going to hire counsel or do you want a court-appointed attorney?
I use court appointed.
Okay, are you employed?
Huh?
Are you employed?
Not at the moment.
Okay, so Miss Underwood, I'm going to open up a breakout room.
Yes, Your Honor.
Close the breakout rooms. Now I'm going to open it again. Go ahead and join that breakout.
Thank you.
Mr. Gilbert, you probably get an invitation to join a breakout room. Go ahead and click on that. Mr. Stevenson, I need him counsel, so it'll just be a moment, all right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Mr. Stevenson?
Yes.
Hi, I don't think the judge is here, but I'm going to chat with you if that's all right.
Okay.
I'm going to chat.
I'm here if you're comfortable chatting, or I can put you in a breakout room.
Well, I was just going to, actually, could we have a breakout room for a minute, Your Honor?
Sure.
I think you might have to fish Mr. Gilbert out first.
I'll leave him in there. There you go. You should get an invitation. Wait, hold on, Mike, don't go there.
Aye.
All right, now do it. Now join. Hey, Becky.
Your Honor,
I'm here. Hold on.
can you put me in a breakout with my client now?
Yes. All right, so I'm gonna move you to 3. Look at me. All right, there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I'm going to close all the breakout rooms. All right, we are back on the record with Mr. Gilbert. Ms. Underwood, have you had ample time to speak with Mr. Gilbert as well as Mr. Stevenson?
I have, Your Honor.
All right, and Ms. Underwood, how would you like to proceed today?
At this time, Your Honor, we would plead not guilty. Mr. Gilbert has been incarcerated, I believe, up in Standish since August, Your Honor. That is why he was released on bond to take care of that case, and he ended up what he thought would be taking care of it, but he ended up getting incarceration, Your Honor. And that is where he was on the 20th when this matter was supposed to be adjudicated. Mr. Gilbert does have access, if he can be released, to funds to pay down the restitution, Your Honor. However, no one else can cash the checks that he has available.
They're my stimulus checks.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
Mr. Stevenson, are you able to verify his incarceration, or do you want us to call over?
I was just checking the Omni notes. Give me 1 second if you would.
Sure.
It does look like he was incarcerated in Aranac County. That's showing from November 4th to 2020. He was given a year. The date that he missed was September 1st. That was a hearing. And it looks like he was arrested like a day before that hearing as well in a different county.
So what do you want to do with this probation violation for failure to appear at the hearing? Do we just reschedule the violation?
He does have 2 warrants. We could dismiss that one.
All right, so we'll dismiss the October 8th warrant on each of these files for failure to appear at the probation hearing on September 1st. But we will need to reschedule this for another date in front of Judge Olsaver on the actual violation of probation. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, so give me just a second because I want to get that before we go off the record. Give me a moment. Miss Adams, if I could get a pretrial on a Wednesday morning in front of Judge Olsaver, just any of the dates you have.
Okay. I'm gonna come in there, Judge.
Okay. He just wants a pretrial on any available Wednesday morning.
This is what he gave me. And it shows how many they have those mornings. Maybe 21st is the best.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to set this for just a pretrial conference on July 21st at let's do 10 o'clock. That'll be on your paperwork, Mr. Gilbert, when you get out of the jail. So make sure that you're available that day. And we're doing hearings via Zoom. So you'll have to be able to access a device, whether you borrow one or whatever. It's just a simple app to download. So July 21st at 10 a.m. via Zoom. All right.
Does he still have the same Zoom number?
Yes, he does.
Okay, I have it then.
All right, perfect.
All right.
So we're all set then, Ms. Underwood?
Well, as to the issue of bond, Your Honor, I would ask the bond be reinstated. I don't know what the current situation is.
Was the bond revoked on the prior violation, Mr. Stevenson?
Yes, it was.
So can I
Because
get your
he-
bond? That's what it
because-
was.
Hold on, because he failed to appear, right, Mr. Stevenson?
Correct. He failed to appear for a hearing and
Okay.
bond was 10,000.
Okay, so he failed to appear and it was the hearing he was incarcerated with.
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, yes.
All right, so I'm going to issue a PR bond on the original. We've dismissed this current request and warrant for probation violation, but I will issue a PR bond on the July 9th request and warrant for probation violation on both files. All
Okay.
right. So you
Mr.
should get out
Gilbert?
Mr. Gilbert, you'll get out today unless there's something else holding you. All right.
That will give you a chance to work on that.
Yes,
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.
You have a nice day.
You too. Thank you.
Judge, could I get his contact information?
I'm gonna put you in a breakout room real quick and then you can
Okay.
both disconnect. And Miss Underwood, you just I'm gonna move you to another room, but don't go there. Just stay with us. There we go. All right, you should both have an invitation to join the breakout room. All right, so
The Teal PPO, or is that the name?
yeah. We did Hollis, right? Yes.
We
Judge,
did
I think-
Hollis.
That other one is one that you PR'd.
Oh, Mr. Teal? On the jail list this morning, I had William Hollis, Kyle Eichler, and Peter